Eggplant emoji.
Dog emoji.
Steve.
Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Uncaged, where we were once again playing with our web captioners before we started our actual stream. We'll go quickly around and have people tell them who they're playing today. We're a little late because the internet apparently hates us, and I do mean the cable parts and not the people parts, though there might be people parts of the internet that hate us just for existing because it's that kind of planet right now. So let's start in my left upper corner with Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham,
Hello.
and today I am playing Samander, Tenant, a half-elf, wizard, cleric of indiscriminate worship.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I good? Am I good?
You're golden. Swapper.
Hello, I'm Swapper, and today I'm playing Kai, who is a druid? Question mark?
I mean, you're a
Philosophy
druid
issues.
with a spirit animal who's called Duke from Ellington III, so you know you're really going well for you.
Wait, that's my spirit animal. What the fuck?
I mean, Grain paid for it. It's done. It's done. Wild.
That's true.
Yes, hello, I am Wild Engineer, Wild Engineer on Twitch, and I am playing Welby, the halfling warlock, who now doesn't even realize they can accidentally cast spells.
Yeah. Welby's I mean, I love Welby, but he's a bit of a trip. And last but not least, Lady
It's not my
Dame.
fault.
Nothing is ever
Hi.
Welby's fault.
I'm Lady Dame, and I play Pris, the Disney princess version of a tiefling, who is a librarian, who might sing every once in a while.
Oh.
Maybe not today, though.
For real life reasons, not so much in-game reasons. This time,
Yeah.
no weird magic there this time. All right, so quick recap. Who got done for this again? I think it was Lady Dame this time.
I think it's me. I think it's Pris. So, where we started the last session, Samander and Kai were having a sleepover, which was adorable, and then they fought, but there were like ghosts in the house, which is terrifying. They ended up fighting the ghost, and I think Sam actually killed the ghost, although how you kill a ghost when it's already dead, I'm not totally sure. That happened. I was hanging out with my good friend, whose name I totally remember, Aveen. And then we were looking for Welby, who had been talking to the Will-o'-the-Wisps, some wisps that he found. We all managed to sort of reconvene, compare notes. We had quite a few conversations. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Yep, reconvene, compare notes. We discovered a few new things. Honestly, there was a lot of talking. We had a lot of conversations. Oh, we found some new equipment. I have really, truly lovely pink armor. Really quite lovely. It's beautiful. Welby has some too. There was this slight we did run into one slight snafu as we were trying to prepare to go to the quarry, in that Welby may have eaten one of his mushrooms and now can't remember what happened in the last 2 weeks, which is fine. It's great. Not at all terrifying. Also, I learned some new stuff, that the sicknesses that the children are experiencing are not manifesting themselves in the same way or different ways. There's 2 different versions. We'll see. Is that everything? Did I get everything? I believe that's it.
I think those are excellent highlights.
Thank you.
Hold on. You know, some things can sufficiently be covered by there were conversations.
There were, yeah. Oh, I have a collar now. Thanks to Sam, I do have that. There were maybe
Sam also handed out some toys and shit. It's fine.
Yeah, it's, we found stuff.
Samander Claus.
Samander claws.
right.
Okay.
Thank you, Eva, who is offsetting her corruption by buying all players 2 rerolls.
Thank you, Eva.
Offsetting is a strong word.
At least she's
Also, we have
trying.
corruption.
Yeah. So we were talking about before we started. It's not on the overlay for reasons, but you can buy as advantages and rerolls and corruption. Some of that might be involved in what is happening today. Maybe. Oh, and thank you, Andrew, for that gift sub. So, bringing it back into the spooky village at hand. I prepared my background today just in case you actually get where you wanted to go, because I believe there were plans afoot in our little group. I'm pretty sure we left off with all of you together in or near the inn with places to go and mysteries to uncover.
Right.
Yes, before we go to the quarry, I want to briefly check on Briddick and see if she has improved, is still the same, or has gotten worse.
All right.
Briddick being the young girl who's afflicted by whatever illness is affecting the town.
Yes. When you go visit her, one of her dads is asleep on the floor next to her bed, so you have to be a little quiet to go over. One of her other dad is in the process of what is going to be breakfast. He's probably not the one in the family who's particularly gifted in the kitchen. But Briddick is the same. No change.
Then I will just mosey my way on out there, and I will rejoin the others. And, well, is everyone ready for this adventure?
Should we try and see if we can get... I don't know if I am, but I don't know if Welby is going to be. Welby, you don't remember anything that happened.
I mean, I remember heading towards the festival.
The harpies, the dryad.
No.
The will-o-wisps.
Mm-mm.
So, Welby, when, in your mind, it's roughly 9 days before the Harvest Festival, and you were walking around a fun one trying to get ready for it. And back in your memory, last time that was happening, you looked and sounded a lot different than you do now. You've had some time to notice that you have fairy wings, and your hair is a longer rainbow-style mane. Your voice is a little squeakier. Also, you're suddenly wearing ombre pink armor.
No, I think I got the armor after I lost my memory.
I assumed you put it on, but yes, I kind of wanted it to pull the whole look together for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, should we try and see there? Maybe Aveen knows how to knows something about memory loss. She used to be an adventurer.
Who's she?
I think
she's.
I don't know if we can stall.
No, you're probably right. Maybe after.
Most definitely after. I just... Right now we have immediate threats to people's lives, and Welby is fine enough.
I mean, he didn't fight you away, so it's not like we're losing anything in the fight.
Okay, you're right. Well, Welby, just stick close to us. We're gonna go and help these kids out and do some research in the quarry.
Also, basic combat, if something evil comes towards you, just don't be there when it arrives.
Remember, keep an eye out for the missing child. Gosh, what?
Yes.
You'd think I would remember their name.
Marin.
Amaran. Those are my notes.
Looking at my notes, I know.
So keep your eye out for Amaran. He vanished a while ago. We should be able to find him, hopefully. Well, hopefully we can find him. But anyways, do we know the direction of the quarry?
You do. It's been pointed out to you.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking that way.
Okay.
Is
I-
everyone visibly armed? Does Welby still have his pitchfork and such?
I mean, as long as you tell me it's my equipment, I should have it, right?
Yeah.
I
I definitely
don't know
will
if you'd call
you.
it arm, but I have a stick.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking stick, but it's still
I
a
mean,
stick.
Don't have anything other than a dagger as a weapon, but I'm not super worried. I have armor, and I definitely don't see myself getting into combat situations, so it's fine.
Also,
Chris, would you like?
as we're heading out on this, I would like everyone to tell me their character's passive perception again, because the last set I have is from before you went to level 4. And I know some of you put points in things.
14 for
15.
Sam.
14 for
Oh.
Sam,
12 for Pris.
12 for Chris, 15 for Kai. Welby, what's your passive perception?
12.
12. Thank you. All right.
Pris, while we're walking, would you like my walking staff? I kind of have a mace now,
Oh,
and
Wait, what?
I
When
think
did
it's a
that
little bit.
happen? Where did you get a mace from?
Oh, from the cleric. Her name was Greta.
She just had
Greta?
that lying around.
Well, she gave me this armor, and I'll jingle the chainmail.
Remind me to
and-
not fuck with that woman.
Sam, you look like a real adventurer.
Yes, a real wizard. Or, well, I suppose I'm not a wizard, I guess. She said I was like a cleric. I don't really know what that means or entails, and I'm gonna put that over here, and I can deal with that later. But
I was gonna
I
say, is
feel
that
like-
like a god thing?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I think that it's just a thing, and that dealing with that is something I can do on my own time. But anyways,
But that
a
makes sense.
staff
though.
is better than a dagger.
I'll take. I mean, I won't say no.
Plus, it's killed one ghost.
That's true.
I mean,
Thank
you
Sam.
did, but it helped.
That was. It's very good. And that's all. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna walk in silence the rest of the way.
So were we walking and talking? right
I
now,
would
so-
like to be keeping my eye out for either signs of the kid or for anything that would stick out as like things having moved like tracks while we're walking. You are muted, Nick.
Good point. Because I was also typing heavily. I heard Welby trying to say something.
Oh, yeah, while y'all were discussing that, I want to roll for sleight of hand.
Please do.
Oh, it's only 9.
A 9. Having just asked everyone's passive perceptions for unrelated reasons, I'm pretty sure absolutely everybody notices you doing this. Like to describe your actions to the party.
Yeah, I'm looking in Pris's bag at the dog collar.
Welby, did you need something?
I just wanted to look at the collar.
Did you want the collar for something?
I don't know.
I mean, if you need it, if you want it, you're more than welcome to have it. Sam gave it to me for, I don't know why, but you're more than welcome to have it.
That's
I mean,
okay.
I think. Is that a thing we can do, Annie? Can I roll an insight check on that one? You're muted.
Which part of it? Like if she doesn't know what to do with it? Why? If she doesn't know why
No.
Sam gave it to her, or
No, I meant on Welby, if he's actually looking for the collar.
say so. Yes, for now. Considering Welby isn't quite himself, I can understand the party being interested in his motivations.
I'm sorry, did you say
You can roll
I missed
insight.
the
It's
first
up
part?
to
Okay.
it's up to Welby if he wants to roll deception or diplomacy, depending on
That's a 13, which
his
is fitting.
answer. I know what you should be rolling, but I'm not going to say it out loud on stream for you. Welby, could you roll one of those rolls, please?
You said I can choose between what?
Well, technically, you get to pick between deception if you're lying and diplomacy if you're not, and you don't need to tell us which one it is. Persuasion.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Look,
say
we're
I don't
level
s-
14 and we're trying to save the world, okay? We're playing every weekend.
I was gonna say I don't see diplomacy.
I'm sorry. I should just probably like hang one of my empty D&D sheets next to my screen so I'm better at this.
I rolled a 24, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's hard to read, but he's probably looking for the collar. Or food, considering the undoing
now
of his
entered the
character
status
growth.
of confused.
Yes. No, Andrew, I don't need everyone's flat-footed AC.
Oof.
Is that a thing?
It is! Oh, don't get me started on AC and Pathfinder. I have to do so much math when I play that fucking game right now.
Oh, right.
Anywho.
So, anyways, do I see
we're currently
anything on our
playing 5th
way?
edition.
Yes,
Pathfinder?
You see...
because I am actively looking.
Yes. So, even though it's daytime, you can't really see the sun so much. It's very foggy, misty, kind of... Like, if I was worse than I am, this would be the part where you get teleported to Ravenloft. But there's still some soft area lighting. And as you're heading towards this quarry, it's illuminating like a meteoric crater a little northeast of town that they told you to head towards. It's a fairly well-used path, so you see a lot of foot traffic, but nothing recent.
Okay. Well, I mean,
you
I
don't
know
see
it wouldn't
any-
be recent because the kid's been missing for over a week.
Yes. No, you don't see anything like not even months, probably.
Okay.
There's some animal tracks. There's a fair amount of birds. You pass through a very small mining smelting camp. Like they have a little workshop area set up, so they don't have to go back and forth to town for everything. But that also looks entirely unused and actually kind of falling apart already. It's been abandoned for quite a while. You do see a concentration of like the daytime version of the will-o-wisp. So they're more faded and you can't really communicate with these, but there seems to be a bit of a cluster here.
Okay. And you said there wasn't any foot traffic for months.
Yes, I will say.
Okay. So
Knowing
I'm
your
saying that because I'm just checking because they said they sent out search parties looking for the kid, and I had asked if they had gone to the quarry.
Yeah, what you do notice as you're walking around, it clearly hasn't been mined recently.
Okay.
You do see a fair amount of bones littering the ground.
Human bones? Animal bones?
Human adjacent.
Oh. Are there any skulls?
Yes.
Do any of the bones look like they have been gnawed on, shattered, broken? Are they piled up or are they scattered about?
They're fairly scattered about. Some of them more like on the top layer look like maybe some local animals had a bit of a snack on them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really find a lot of. You don't really see like this section contains all the bones that used to be one humanoid. It's all fairly scattered.
Okay.
Actually, can you roll me an investigation check?
Sure.
Anyone who's properly looking around this quarry.
I would love to roll investigation.
Beautiful.
Sure.
That
I
skill
can
that I have a
also.
+2 in. And I would love to re-roll that. Okay. So that
Okay.
is a 18.
I would have been looking around a little bit, and I rolled a 24.
Very nice.
Thank you. It's like searching through a library, but this library doesn't have books, it has bones.
Yeah,
It's totally
it has
the
the
same
macabre.
Kai, what are you doing while the rest is looking around?
Probably crouching down on the ground and letting my fingers kind of trail through the earth. And as I do that, I take a bit of time and hear the wind whispering as I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Welby, what are you
Ritually,
doing while the
that is.
rest is busy?
I'm going to sit down, start drawing and singing
Okay.
in the dirt.
So, most of you, maybe mine as well, would notice roughly the same time. Someone or something, we're not gonna make judgment calls here, has in fact mined and smelted cold iron in this quarry in the last few weeks and have taken effort to cover their tracks. At the same time, you noticed from several directions coming towards you at a actually kind of an impressive speed. Creatures that have 4 legs that have them close to the ground with like pincers on them, a really long tail, sort of slobbering jaw, very like sort of armor plated looking, almost insect-like. You see 5 of these, and you also see something resembling a tree walking towards you.
I cast Shillelagh.
I'd like initiative, actually.
Oh,
Of course.
no.
Okay.
How far away are they
Right.
just for mechanics-wise?
Mechanics-wise, oh god, I just rolled a 20 for them.
Good. Great.
Let's say within 30 feet, mechanics-wise.
Okay. So I have a 16.
18. I was actually going to cast Pass Without Trace before we reached the quarry, but then it kind of flew over my head and we were in the quarry.
No, I heard nothing about being sneaky, and then someone sat down and started singing and everything.
That's fair. I imagined like a quarry as in going down, but that's completely fair. Like that would have been completely what Kai was thinking. Like we're going to go into a cave. No, there's no cave. Fuck you.
I
Nope,
rolled a
it's
5.
All right, hang on.
18?
Anyone over 20? Let's start with that. All right, just me. Perfect.
Great.
20 to 15.
18.
16.
Oh God.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
5.
5 to 0. Kai, what was your initiative?
18. I said it the same time Graham did.
I can only hear one person at a time, or at least I can only
That's
care
a
about one
very
person
specific
at a time.
illness.
Oof.
Right, I'll rephrase. I can only care about one person talking at a time, and
That's
sometimes
fair.
barely that much, honestly. All right, so
It's just this constant background noise of contempt.
it's very distracting at times, but it is the soundtrack to my life. My little beasties get to go first, and I have 40-foot movement speed. God.
That
Yeah.
include the tree?
No, the tree's a little slower.
Speed
The
tree.
tree look friendly.
The tree looks... let me double check something real quick.
Are the trees evil?
Well, I'm checking to see if the tree is chasing these creatures.
No, I will get back to you on the tree. For now, I want to start with the creatures, because 2 of them are going for Sam and 2 of them are going for Pris.
Huh, well they hit.
Hang on, let me just move these. They're
Did you say
really...
they were gonna try and hit me?
just 2 of them. I'm also going to change a little bit to a little more fighty music, but nothing too terrible because they're kind of cute, honestly.
Are they though?
A little bit. They have these fun little antennae that are going like whoop 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 that seem to be targeting some of you a little more than others.
I knew the pink armor was a bad idea.
I mean, it might not be the pink armor.
I'm only good at fighting ghosts.
Okay, so to hit Sam, I have a... What is that? Is that a 16? I have a 19
Uh-huh.
And a 17.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
As said before, hit. I've got 13 AC. There's everything hits me.
Alright, so that is 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Um,
Actually, I'm gonna use a reaction to one of those and make them reroll.
which
If
one do you
that's
want to
okay.
reroll?
Well, both hit, so your choice.
Alright. The one with the strap. Do I have to take the new result?
No, it's just disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Because if you're going to make me roll again and I have to take new result, that makes it a natural 20.
No,
No.
it's just that you impose disadvantage
You
on the
impose
attack roll.
disadvantage. That's fine. In that case, it remains a regular
Okay.
hit.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I have 2 for Pris.
Hmm?
A 7,
That doesn't hit.
and an 18.
That does.
That does 8 points of damage because I roll much better on this one. And then there's a 5th one who is sort of waving his antenna around, looking a little bit confused as to where to go. All right, Pris and Kai, you're at roughly the same time. Also, I promised I would get back on the tree thing. It looks like a really large, kind of slow cherry tree with like some dead things in its roots.
Are you kidding me?
Is it the same fucking
It's the
tree?
same hecking tree because I took one of those cherry petals, isn't it?
I make no comments on what you're seeing.
Oh, I am burning this tree to the ground and chopping it into little bits.
Wait, it's my turn. I can actually canonically do this. Oh, fuck that.
Pris and Kai are at the same time, so go for it.
You
I
want
go
to
for it.
first, or-
No, after you.
Okay. So, important question. Did I manage to get off that shillelagh before combat started?
I'll say sure.
Thank you. I now have the staff. Sure. So Kai's going to just not turn into a tree, but for a second it might look like it, as their skin just kind of turns into this white bark. And at the same time there's this screeching as a spectral bird descends, and everybody within 30 feet has advantage on their attack rolls, excluding our enemies, of course.
Ah, I appreciate you specifying because you know I'm that kind of DM. I like it.
Yes, I know. Now, positioning. Are they attacking from the same side? Or are they coming
No, they were like, they
different sides?
roughly have you surrounded. But by
Okay.
roughly, I mean, like, they're not very interested in you or Welby right now. They they seem to be focusing on Pris and Sam.
Now, I would like to get in front of Chris, kind of protectively raising the staff.
Okay.
Chris, not Chris. Who the fuck is Chris?
I assumed you meant Chris. I mean, I think Chris is the name we get for shipping you. And I also think no one has shipped you so far. Which I'm fine
Now
with.
they've done it.
It's all
Look,
your
I like
fault,
to
Ami.
put. I really like putting ideas in people's heads. That's why I DM. All right. So you get in front. It is better than Pris say. Thank you. You get in front of Pris, raising your staff threateningly. Pris, there is a Kai in front of you, as well as two slobbery-looking monsters. I still think they're kind of cute in a gross way. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of you of these things.
I am going to sort of lean around Kai and sing at the little beasties.
Mm-hmm.
So count your sheep, mama, singing you to sleep with the moonshine lullaby, and cast sleep on the little beasties.
All right.
That are sort of centered just beyond Kai, so it's not going to affect Kai, but it's like a 20-foot sphere.
Okay, so you're getting basically the two with you, but not so much the two with Sam. The way they're oriented. All right, roll
and I'm just
for
doing
hit
that
points.
at first level. Which is, how many dice am I rolling? Where are you? Suddenly I can't find it. 5d8. Okay, there it is. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this fine day?
I mean, not technically morning for all of them.
Look. Where are my d8? Shut up. 8, 9. Oh, that's better. 9 plus 13,
so 22. Yes.
So 22 hit points worth of creatures fall asleep.
Correct.
They both stay awake.
Well, it was worth a shot.
It really was.
Anyway.
I posted some pictures of these beauties in our Discord channel.
And then I just sort of, since I'm sort of peeking around Kai and kind of touch Kai on the shoulder. Okay, you've got this, Kai. I believe in you. And give Kai some inspiration.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's going to be that ship where at the end of the season, they're kind of considering maybe something more might be there, and then it's another 5 seasons of will they, won't they? I'm so excited.
They'll get a hug at the end of season 1.
Yeah, exactly. Or just this lingering look.
Yeah.
Sam.
All right. Is the tree within 30 feet of me if I stay within range of the 2 monsters attacking me?
Yes.
Okay. So I reach into that pouch that has the cherry blossom, and I take it in my fingertips.
Yep.
And I look at this tree, and this look of just indignant fury fills Sam. And he just says, "Scorned and lost, cherry blossoms to the wind. Let my light be your guide and guide you back in!" And I want to use the Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. Every hostile creature within 30 feet of me needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14, or they take 2d10 plus 4 radiant damage. And I also dispel all magical darkness within 30 feet.
DC 14, you said?
Yes.
All right, so Constitution. Please tell me I have a bonus. Ah, that is a shitty bonus. All right,
Yes.
3 of my beasties fail.
Okay.
2 pass.
Okay. So they take 19 radiant damage, and that is halved for if they save.
All right, so you get 19. You get 19.
And it definitely burns that little cherry blossom that I've been carrying with me.
Yeah. What also happens is as you cast this radiant light out from you into the world, hitting all of these monsters heading towards you, you see the light intersecting with the plated armor-looking creatures that are currently aiming for you and Pris. You also see it traveling through the tree, leaving the tree unharmed. Almost like maybe it's not really there.
Weird.
Oh.
So
Or maybe it's not hostile.
Or maybe it's not hostile.
Protect me, tree friend. That's
I
all
have
got.
very bad experiences with my little tree fence.
Actually, bonus action, I will healing word myself.
Alright. Okay. Barely hit
For
you.
a good old whopping. Gosh, how much is this? Healing word 1d4 plus 4. Go with green dice. Okay, so that is 6 damage that I heal.
Yeah. Alrighty. That makes it Welby's turn.
Does comprehend languages allow me to speak other languages?
No, that's tongues, or am I in Pathfinder again? Comprehend just means you can read and hear and understand. It's
Okay.
the input.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do the Loki thing and be like, wait, maybe we're in their home and we need to get away. And I'll cast comprehend languages and try to see if I can. Oh, there's still some of these creatures left, right?
Oh, there's 5 of these creatures left and a tree.
Yeah, try to understand.
They took some damage, but they're
the
not gone.
creatures. See if the creatures are saying anything.
Yeah, no, they have an intellect of 2. There's nothing discernible as intelligent speech.
I'm like, or maybe not, and start backing away from the creatures since I used my action.
All right. Are you backing away out of the quarry or further into the quarry?
Further in.
All right.
And
by backing away, right? Do you mean a few steps, or are you taking full movement, or?
I don't think I want to abandon the group just yet.
Just yet. Perfect. So you're backing away a little further into the quarry. Mm-hmm. All right. That makes my turn again. Happy fun times. So, the tree stands there menacingly, but doesn't move. I do have a few other monsters that have opinions on you and what you're wearing. Especially on what you're wearing, actually. Yeah, let's do the same thing again. 2 for Pris. 2 for Sam. And that third one is gonna start heading towards Welby. Oh, wow. That is a mixed bag. Sam, a 7. And worse, actually, a 6. So I'm going to assume that one misses.
Yeah.
A 17. I'm going to assume that hits.
Yep, it can re-roll for disadvantage.
Sure. 16.
Still hits, yeah.
Yep, no, 13 twice. Pris, a 4 from my natural 1. And a 22.
Oh. Wow. Okay. You know what? That's great. That'll hit.
All right, you both take 7 points of damage because I rolled the exact same thing for both of you. And one's coming towards Welby, who didn't
Hold
back
on,
away.
just a second.
Yes.
When it does that, Pris's eyes go dark again.
Yep.
And lets out a string of curses in Infernal, as per usual, as I cast Hellish Rebuke.
What's the save on that again?
It is a dex save.
19.
Oh, that saves.
Do they take half?
They do take half. Thank you. I never use... My other tiefling doesn't have Hellish Rebuke, so I never use it. So
What kind of tiefling are you without Hellish Rebuke?
A Mephistopheles tiefling.
I mean, I have an Azamar with Hellish Rebuke. I can make no judgments.
Yeah. All right. So the total was 11, 17. So half of 17.
All right. Still up. We will return to the one that was heading for Welby. It doesn't... I don't know how Welby usually carries all his stuff, but it doesn't seem to be that interested in Welby himself. It mainly seems to be glomping towards your pitchfork, and you're kind of between it and your pitchfork. For a 14 to hit. Did you put your shiny pink armor on?
Not yet, but without it, it's 13.
Alright, so a hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay, so the armor gives me +1.
Sorry?
So the armor gives +1.
Yeah, that's regular leather armor.
Okay.
Oh no. It's sort of... It's not so... Like, for Pris and Sam, they're actually more like biting them. For Welby, it sort of has one leg on you that makes like a gash on your shoulder as its little mouth is sort of snapping at your pitchfork. Specifically the metal part of your pitchfork. That brings us back to the Pris and Kai combo.
Are you?
I'm just gonna twirl the staff around and try to smack the thing in front of Pris. Because Kai ain't that smart. It's 9 plus 5, that's 14.
That will hit.
Shit. That's 7 plus, that's 10 bludgeoning damage, magical, if that matters.
Is this on the one that Pris already hellish rebuked or the other one?
I'm gonna say the former one, yeah.
Okay. How much?
So they hellish rebuke one.
Yeah, how much?
10.
10. Alright. You successfully murder this poor beast. If you want to give a really cool description of what it looks like when you do this.
I'd like to, but they're just gonna smack the beast until it doesn't move anymore. God damn it, stop doing that!
Alright.
Then they will
that is one of the
turn around
most
to do
Kai
it.
ways I've ever heard of someone describing the murder of a rust monster. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I don't believe I can. So, no.
So as you're bludgeoning this rust monster, There's a fair amount of blood spattering around. On you, near you. Your friends are in danger. Can I get a will save, Kai?
If you mean a wisdom save, that's a 9.
I do. A
for me.
9.
Remember
Alright.
that advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
I'm going to use that. That's a very good point. I'm going to use that.
I was like, I believe there's still inspiration floating if you haven't used that either.
That's a 20.
Oh, that's much
Alright.
better.
You feel your vision going red, and there's this ringing in your ears. The back of your hands are getting just a little fuzzier, but you contain it. You focus. Your vision clears. You return to hearing the normal sounds of battle going on around you. That tree is probably taunting you, but you maintain control.
Yeah, I just roll around to the other one and let out this growl, and that's it.
All right. Chris.
Well. Oh.
My dog is doing Kai's voice work today.
I was gonna say, well, we must have stolen the collar.
So I am going to continue hiding behind Kai as much as possible and yell at the other beastie who has been antagonizing us and hit me, frankly. And let's see. Who else? Wait, what are the other? Are the other beasties kind of close to us as well, or is it just the one? The other ones are close to Sam. Yes, you're muted.
All right. I am never touching my desk again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I need to get a better cable. All right. Sitting very still then. I will repeat what I was saying. The one that's on you is very close to you. Sam
Yes.
is pretty close to you, and the two that are on him are also very, like, not melee range with you, but definitely close range with you. Welby walked away from the group a little bit, and the one that's on him followed him. So unless you have something that's more than 30 feet, you wouldn't be able to get that one.
No, that's fine. I'll just yell at them to leave us all alone and cast Bane on the three of them that are closest to me.
All right. Wild, you have to pet your pet.
And so they all have to make a charisma save.
A charisma save. At least
Yeah.
it's not an intelligence saving throw, but charisma's pretty terrible as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I am not surprised.
Oh wow. A natural 1, which puts me at a -1. Can you get a negative save? I don't think that's good. But these two roll really well. A 14 and a 16.
Okay, the saving throw is 14, so one of them is baned.
Alrighty. I will make it one of the most undamaged ones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I'll yell over at Sam. You're super powerful, Sam.
Thank you. I kind of know.
I know, but you know, you got this, which is basically what I said to Kai, but frankly, my words have escaped me because I don't have. Anyway, I believe in you. You got this. You're super powerful, and give you an inspiration as well.
How long does inspiration last?
Inspiration is 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. It stays for 10
So
minutes
could
unless you
you-
use it.
Could you give me a quick rundown on what I can use it and what die it is?
It's a 1d6, and you can use it for an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Thank you. Also, just a reminder, everybody has an advantage on attack roll.
Yes.
Oh, do we get a new one?
No, it's the Bloody Hulk.
Oh, right.
right.
Oh, shoot, I had forgotten about that.
There's a spectral bird helping you.
Yes, there is.
Awesome. So I think we have 3 up still, and then the one chasing Welby.
Yeah.
Is the one that's
And-
attacking
and a
Chris
tree.
within 15 feet of the ones attacking me?
I'd say so, yeah.
Perfect. I'd like to cast Burning Hands on all 3 of them. Can they make me a dex saving throw?
So, Burning Hands is a cone, right? Or...
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone.
Because... I'd say you can get either 2 out of the 3 of them, or you're gonna...
I'll take that. I'll just fry the 2 that are right next to me.
It's either 2 out of 3, or you're risking Pris and Kai as well, because those are very closely meleeing that third one.
That's fair. I'll just fry the 2 that are next to me then.
Fry the 2 next to you. Dex?
Yes. It's Dex 14.
And all I wanted to eat was your armor. Both
No,
fail.
I worked hard to get that for free.
You worked so hard. Both fail.
Okay, they take 6, 10, 14 damage.
I can do math. Yep, cool. They live. I didn't even have to use Bane because they failed on their own. Are you done with your turn, or is there anything else
How
you
are they
want to do?
looking after the Channel Divinity and the Burning Hands?
After the Burning Hands, those 2 are looking pretty shitty. The one that's only been hit with Channel Divinity is, I mean, injured, but yeah, not like more than 1 hit away from death at least. The one on Welby is looking not bad either, actually.
I have nothing left to do, so I'm just going to... Oh, these things are faster than me. I'm just going to stay where I am.
They're very fast. All right. Welby.
Yes. Okay, so Welby is going to, like, it's like right on me, right?
Oh yeah, he's in your face. This is the most melee you've ever been.
So Welby's gonna
Like he's trying to slobber over you, clawing you, getting to your pitchfork.
Welby's gonna close his eyes and like, no, go away, and cast Eldritch Blast.
Like every warlock ever. I'm so proud of you, Welby.
Don't worry, he still doesn't know he's doing it.
I know, but it's like your first proper warlock spell and you still don't know you're doing it. It's beautiful.
And you said we have advantage on these, or no?
How far does your bird reach, Kai?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, because the first one is a 14.
Hits.
Oh, and the second one's a nat 20.
Even better. See, Welby, the universe wants you to do this.
Indeed. So that's 1d10 force damage. So that'd be 7. I forget, with crits do you double it or no? Or that doesn't work for spells?
Double the dice, but not the modifier. Like Pathfire, which is ridiculous, and it doubles everything.
So roll the dice twice?
Oh. I let people pick if they want to double. Like, I prefer you pick before you roll. Either roll double the amount of dice or double the number you roll. But I need you to choose that before you roll them, because otherwise it's very easy to say, oh, I rolled a 10, I'll double that one.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one then. So it'd be 14, and I forget, do we add them for spells? Do you add the modifier or no?
Do you have Eldritch Blast or Agonizing Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
Then no.
Okay, so just 14.
You can get a Warlock Invocation that lets you add your Charisma modifier, but then it becomes Agonizing Blast.
Okay.
14. Welby, my darling, your first kill. I'm so proud of you.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Go for that.
So as you're saying, go away, this I'm going to describe it for you because I actually know who your patron is and you don't. This bluish green blast of eldritch energy comes out of your hand. There's like this set of tiny little silver birds inside of it, and it just enters this rust monster, and it just explodes, and you're covered in viscera. But at least it's leaving you alone now. Also, the blood burns a little on your skin, and where it's landed on your pitchfork, you hear it sizzling on the metal a little bit.
Oh no.
That makes it my turn, so I have 3 rust monsters and a tree that doesn't move. Your cats are very distracting, and I love them very much. I have 2 nearly dead ones left for Sam. 1 11, so that's a miss.
And the other one can do disadvantage. I don't even know what it's gonna roll.
Yeah, well, I mean, it started out as a 21, but I'll roll my disadvantage. 15!
That still hits.
Good. I mean, I'm sorry. 9 points of damage.
9?
Yeah, and it's starting to sort of...
Does it have Bane?
No, that's the
only
one
one
that
that
already
has Bane.
missed.
Oh.
That one rolled a 14 and got baned into missing you. Stupid D4. But this one is, after it bites you, it sort of starts crunching away on your shiny new chainmail.
Do I make a dex save to avoid this?
No. You can try and get away from it in your turn. It's
Okay.
not doing damage right now. It's just sort of settling in for the buffet.
Oof.
Yep. And then I have 1 left on Chris, if I remember correctly. 15 with
That'll
your
hit.
with your pink armor. With the pink armor.
Yeah, here's the thing. I will probably yell at it as it tries to hit me
That's fair.
and call it a big, stupid, pinchy monster. And try and use my cutting words to reduce that.
I'm sure. Does it need to understand you for cutting words to work?
It does not, in fact.
Oh, that's nice.
It just has to not be immune to charm.
It is not immune to charm. It's just really, really dumb.
Yep. All right, beautiful. So that's actually subtracting 5 from that hit.
All right, so that makes it a 10.
Which means it misses.
Which means it misses. Ah, bards. All right. That brings us to Chris and Kai.
Do you want to go first? Because I, as a player, don't really have an idea what to do.
I was just going to hit it with the stick, frankly, at this point, because...
Seems like a plan.
I'm very upset at it right now, and it seems like it needs like a nice physical whack on the head is what is important at this moment in time. So I'm going to try and hit it with the stick. With the new quarterstaff that I just got from my dear friend Sam. Okay, so, and I get advantage on this, is that correct? Did I hear that? Most of my spells are not there we go. Oh, those are both awesome. Totally great. I'm gonna guess a 5 does not hit.
No.
Yeah, didn't think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
Admittedly, I'm not very good with this.
I mean, maybe a little more practice. Like, you got this thing 5 minutes ago. The balance is weird. It's got, like, decorative stuff on it. It makes it wobbly at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Little practice. You'll be fine. Maybe. Is that all you want to do with your turn?
I believe yes. That is what I would like to do with my turn at this time.
So, Kai.
Are two of them standing relatively close together? Did I get that right?
The two on Sam are standing relatively close together. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna ice knife Sam.
I mean, I wouldn't stop you.
I mean, on a scale of great to not great, Sam's not looking great.
Okay, alternative plan. Calm down. Kai just looks to Sam and kind of just asks, "Are you alright?" And Sam suddenly feels better again, as I cast Healing Word. Let's do it. It's just first level. It's 1d4, right? Ah! I know I've asked this for like 5 times, but I
That went well.
can't for the life of me. Yeah, that's 4 plus my modifier. That's 7 points, 7 hit points back. And for the grand finale, Kay's body is going to once again contort and twist in a manner that is very uncharacteristic of their usual transformations. And there's this little hiss as from this blob of flesh and scales there emerges a giant poisonous snake. Just a large fucking snake.
I'm sorry, I got stuck on blob of flesh, but thank you.
I'm not going to move though, because this blob of flesh doesn't have a lot of hit points.
No?
It has a lot of damage though.
Fair. Sam.
And these two make
There's
me a
a
dex save again.
scaly blob of flesh. Dex saves.
So I'm upcasting Burning Hands.
Alright, let me grab that D4 for the one that's baned by a certain person. Great. I mean, you're getting a lot of good use out of this bane. That's 2 failures.
Nice. So that is 6, 12, 14, 17 burning damage for both of them.
Well, they sadly and miserably burn to death.
Perfect. How's my armor looking?
A little chewed on, maybe like.
Would you say it's fixable with a mending spell?
Yes, but until you do, it's probably at a -1 effectiveness.
Okay, perfect. I will make a note of that. Now that I'm free from these terrible bugs, is the tree still here? What's the tree been doing?
The tree is doing that thing where it sort of shakes its leaves and puts out blossom petals. But it doesn't seem to have been able to do like that cool gust of wind that put it on everyone.
Oh gosh, okay. We didn't banish it to the spirit realm. I don't know what it's... Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet away from the tree, from Pris, from Kai, from Welby.
Let's move away from everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment. Reevaluate.
Right. Moving out of the quarry a little bit. Excellent. Okay. I think that means it's Welby's turn.
Right. So are there any more of these creatures left, or are the last 2 just burned?
There's one on Pris. Seems to be aiming for her horns.
And that's Welby's gonna be like, stop hurting my friend, and cast which one would it be? Oh, can that be Vicious Mockery? Doesn't matter what I
mean,
actually
is
say.
stop hurting my friend really vicious? Or mocking, for that matter?
Fine, stop hurting my friend, you spiny creature thingy.
Ah, beautiful. I'm sorry, I just need this side of Welby to come out more for reasons.
I don't want to eat the cat. He's a
but if you yeet the cat, you become famous. You join the eternal line of overayers yeeting their cats.
Do it.
It's wisdom save of 14.
Wisdom save of 14. At least it's not intelligence. Oh, I actually have decent wisdom.
Oh no.
Huh, but not if I roll a 2. Whoops.
So 1d4, and it gets disadvantage on its next attack. So that's 3 damage.
Live. Sorry. Very relieved. At least one monster left standing. Do you want to do anything else in your turn? You do notice the blood that got on your pitchfork is eating away at the metal a little bit.
Oh no. There's nothing I really can do. Maybe rub dust or throw dirt on the on my pitchfork.
Okay.
Try and soak up
Get rid of the
blood.
blood a little bit. Nice. That makes it my last little monster's turn. I'm just gonna try and bite Pris again. This one isn't baned and rolls a 19 for a 22.
That'll hit.
So far, these obsidian die are actually rolling pretty good.
Yeah, they're great. They're awesome. Love it.
I mean,
Can we get some Fs in chat for these dice that definitely need to be put on the shelf?
look, but they're black and depressing, and I love everything about
Like
them. And
your
they were
soul.
I mean,
Oh.
true, but they were my birthday present because they match my soul so well. Look, they're like voids
You
that
don't
suck
have
in the
soul.
light. Look, semantics. Okay. Anywho, I was rolling damage for you.
You were.
I was 7
Did
points
you roll
of
it at
piercing
disadvantage?
damage. No, but I'll roll disadvantage for you right now.
Please.
16.
That still hits. Although, nope. Nope, can't do that.
Yes, no, maybe?
No.
No. All right. So the 16 still hits. I already rolled the damage and it was 7.
Yep.
Are you still
Ow,
up?
up.
All
Barely. Pris looks real hurt.
right. Well, it's your turn. Maybe you can staunch the bleeding.
Yes, I sort of put my hand to my forehead.
Fetch your fainting couch.
Yes, exactly. Because that's what heroines in the smutty novels I read are supposed to do.
You
do
briefly
that.
envision a large half orc behind you,
I do.
ripped white shirt, ready to catch you. But alas, in real life, there's only Kai.
Yep, that's fine. And I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level
Beautiful.
on myself.
On yourself.
And that's gonna be all I do this turn. I'll be okay, I promise. Oh, well, one of those was good and one of them was not, so it's fine. All right, I'm not great, but I'm not terrible.
All right. Kai, oh scaly one.
I would like to sink my fangs into that motherfucker just with Pris. Which I do, I presume, with a 17 plus 6, that's a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, good. I would like a Constitution saving throw, please. As 5, you take 5 points of piercing damage. Not the creature, you directly.
It's cute that you think you could hurt me even if you wanted to. 14 Constitution.
Unfortunately, that succeeds, but you still take half damage, or whatever the creature does. With 9, 11, that's, I believe, 5. Half of 11 is 5, right? No, wait.
Sure.
We're rounding up? Or down? I'm just rounding down now.
I think I've been rounding down mainly because if I round down for you, you stay up longer. So far we've been rounding down for you.
That's fair.
I mean,
I
if
have
you
no
want- if-
reason, I just round down all the time.
If you want the gloves to come off, we can start rounding up. And that is also
Yeah,
a fun
yeah.
idea for critical rules.
Nope.
Is it
No
the same rule I
thanks.
use? Which just does a ton of fucking damage.
Yeah, probably.
Full amount plus dice?
It's the first one goes max, the second you roll, and then you add your
Yeah.
modifier.
Yes.
Yeah,
Anyway,
my other players vetoed that one because I usually roll more crits than they do. It's so weird.
Oh, I did the way that it is in the rules apparently. Haha. But yes, you take damage.
How much? 10 total? Five
5
piercing,
points.
5.
Yes.
Well, it only had 5 left. So your fangs successfully pierce and murder the last remaining rust monster, leaving you bloody, battered, and facing a tree.
Does anyone see that tree?
Yes, I see
It
the
followed
tree.
us here?
I thought the harpies destroyed it.
That's
The
what I thought
second you
too.
say, I thought the harpies destroyed it, the tree just disappears.
Okay.
How is everyone doing?
I could be better.
Uh,
That was kind of scary there. How are you, Sam?
After a little rest, I should be fine, I think. How about you, Welby?
I think I killed
Kai?
a bug. Or whatever that was.
Good job.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I kind of want to like see if I rifle through my books if there's anything about one of these creatures in one of my like mythology or fairy tale books.
Yeah,
You
oddly
probably
enough,
not, but-
rust monsters are not very popular in like regular mythology.
Great. Well, figured,
I mean, entirely undeserved. They're awesome, but
clearly.
Did those things eat our armor? I'm gonna start casting Mending on my armor.
Smart.
I must start prestidigitating all the blood off of everything.
also smart.
Oh yeah.
Um,
How's my armor doing?
There's some
Leather though.
Yeah, it's leather, so it's not as eaten away as Sam's armor, but it has these little acid pits in it. It doesn't have the -1, but it's
Oh.
looking less perfect and less pretty.
Can
Part of the logo's been burned away a little bit.
That's fine, I suppose.
Oddly enough, the giant embossed Lixie on Welby's chest is still there and shining brightly.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a vial in my inventory? I don't think I do.
How?
No.
I just don't understand how the tree even showed up again. That's so. This
I
is
don't-
odd.
I don't know.
Is that what the tree looked like?
Yes.
Oh yes. Yeah. That the tree that the harpies sort of destroyed.
The one the Dryad was in, imprisoned in, went mad.
You did a good job at describing it, Sam.
Oh, thank you. I think I saw some iron that had been mined over there, and like, I don't know the term. Who's been around blacksmiths before? I didn't really spend a lot of time in the town about there. It looked like someone had been smelting and making them. I'm gonna go over to investigate that.
I only read a little bit, but I don't think I know very much. But maybe I can help. Look.
Alright. What are you looking for specifically, or is it more of a scouting
So-
area?
Are there ingots that have been left here, firstly? And then, secondly, does it look like they were making any items in particular, and then just general?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. I'm gonna use my second reroll, even before I roll, because I know I'm gonna do poorly.
Aw, oh ye of little faith.
Hey, you know, that's an
And that's
18.
a cleric, please.
That's an 18. Yeah, that didn't take any skills that clerics should take.
Alright, fine. An 18. No ingots left over.
Okay.
a little hard to tell if they were making anything in particular. You see discarded molds and things for the horseshoes, some more regular tools, some of those wards I described last time that people have on their houses that they believe will ward off evil spirits, ghosts, specters, will-o-wisps. But nothing that tells you, okay, this is what they made in the last 2 months.
Okay. Fuck, adventuring is hard.
It is.
While that's going on, I would like to just curl up around Chris, just watching that nothing comes out of the bushes and starts eating her.
I'm okay, Kai. I promise.
I think we should take a quick rest before we go any further into the quarry.
Was there anything we were looking for over here?
Amarin, are you here?
You hear nothing. Just yourselves and the wind and...
And is there a cave? Like a cave that goes into the tunnel, right?
Yeah, it's not a natural cave. It's very clearly been dug out by humanoids.
Yeah, like a mine shaft.
It doesn't go very deep per se. It's more going like into the cliff face rather than down into the ground. They're very much boarded up and disused.
Okay, does it look like anything has been in recently?
Yeah, again, there's one area that where like very small scale, some cold iron has been mined and smelted. One of the older nodes.
Can I sort of look in the area where the tree had been
Sure.
and see if I can see signs of anything that might have, like it having been there at all, or signs that something had been where the tree was?
Yeah,
No,
roll
it's
me an
just-
investigation check.
Okay. I will use one of my advantages because I believe I have 4 of them. 'Cause I haven't used any.
And people have been donating because, frankly,
Alright,
you need
that's
it.
better. That's a dirty 20.
All right. As much as I hate to say this, after someone rolls a dirty 20,
I know.
you find nothing. Not a single trace or trail that there was ever a tree there. You see some of the leaves that got blown away a little when Sam cast his divinity, but there isn't not as much as a grain of soil has been disturbed by a tree.
That's so strange.
Okay, so it looks like that iron node has been mined recently within the past few months. I pull out my journal. And this is just me asking OC, did they say that no one had been in the mine for over months?
Yes.
Okay, so that was clearly a lie. I am going to go over to the pile of bones. And I'm going to
It
start...
wasn't so much a pile,
Or pile,
as a...
but yeah,
like
just
they were
scattered
scattered.
remains.
That was the whole
I'm
point.
just gonna start picking them all up and like kind of grouping them up on like whether they're humanoid or like sentient creatures or whether they're animals, and get them as prepared as I can to... Is there anything I could use as like a sled or like that they use to carry ore out or anything?
It's mainly buckets.
Could the bones fit in the buckets?
Some of them? Like, you can collect some of the more gnomish halfling sized and like phalanges of the humans, but you can, like, getting a full human spine, like, unless you shake it loose, like, if you start breaking them, you can get the splinters in. That's a valid tactic if that's where you wanted to go with this. But if you're going for intact, maybe not a bucket.
Okay, I have a better plan. I want to do the ritual that they taught me in town about the dead from last episode, and I am going to put the bones in a really nice, like, ceremonial pile, like, try to separate them as much as I can into, like, what I would suspect is their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do each ritual that they had explained to me, and then my own personal one, which would just be Sam saying, like, I am sorry this happened to you, and that it's your time to move on, and then I will light them on fire.
All right. I'm going to ask for 2 checks.
Okay.
The first one being... You get to pick which one's better for you, medicine or nature.
I think they're both nature. Let's see.
Just see how well you're
my
separating...
medicine is a +6, my nature is a +2.
See how well you're separating these bones.
Okay.
Like, you
So,
know, if you put some
21
kind of...
for medicine.
Don't put an orc pelvis with the halfling skull, you know? That's...
Yeah, that's fair. So 21 medicine and 17 nature.
All right, and then for the second one, a religion check to see how well you remember all these rituals Grata told you.
23. That's a
23.
19 plus 4.
Beautiful. Okay, so you rather successfully separate these scattered bones into at least size categories, if not necessarily perfectly body by body. And since Grata taught you the rather non-denominational versions of all the grave rites, but very much the druidic and the shamanic ways, after you complete all that you do and set them on fire and wait for a little bit, you do see the lights gathered in this quarry diminish, and a number of them fade away completely. And that's where we'll take our break. All right. 10 minutes. Stretch. Relax. Hydrate. Pets. Do not check the news, no matter what you do. Just don't.
There are no news in Ba Sing Se.
The only news you need is that I love you.
Perfect. Do return. Because despite what my players might feel right now, corruption hasn't happened yet. We're still waiting.
Wait, what?
To see what Eva's corruption did.
Don't tell us that.
So anyways, Gramander is a wizard who thinks he's a cleric.
Stay tuned and see what Eva bought our players for trouble. See you in 10
My
minutes.
next character is a giant snake who thinks that they're human.
Welcome to our
Oh baby, I love your madness.
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high-quality Dungeons & Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wondered what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmer. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our undying love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drumroll, please. The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, open for adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi! My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by Found Familiar. Did you know that every bag of Found Familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of Found Familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by Found Familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found Familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Heyo.
And welcome back. Sorry, I was just reading Lady Dame complaining about rolling herself instead of making the DM roll. Speaking to that, I will make you an offer that you probably can't refuse. What I have done in other stream campaigns, you can sacrifice one of your rerolls to give me a disadvantage on something. If that's what you want to do. If that's how you want to spend your reroll. So, you know, I'm mainly looking at the bard there that does nothing but make me roll saves. So, for future reference, I'm cool with adopting that into this campaign as well, even though we're 8 games in. Because rules. Anywho, please feast your eyes on Streamcat while we shout out our warm, fuzzy patrons. Are we ready for
Fuzzies!
this? I will start at the top of the list and ignore their lack of alphabetization, which is not a word, but it should be. I've seen them in chat. I don't know if they're still there, but they already gave presents and everything, so I think everyone can muster up some enthusiasm. Stop snuggling your cat. How can I do this while you're snuggling a cat?
No,
Anywho,
Don't. But kitty.
thank you very much to our very first warm fuzzy, Bill Chavez.
Oh,
Chavez!
I love you.
Then, of course, we have Christina.
Christina. I love you too.
I love how you stop snuggling them and just 2 little cat ears in my Zoom call. We have Sev.
Sev, I love you also.
Oh, and in case people are wondering why Kai or Swapper is hissing at them, they're still a snake.
That's how I express affection normally.
Definitely. I know they're in chat, and we know we love them. Andrew!
Andrew!
The Bay of Gifts,
Gifts,
the
Wiki
Fellowship
Mentor,
of the
I
Tables.
love you.
Answer.
He's beautiful. Patrick! PJ!
Patrick!
DJ.
CJ! I love
Also,
you. I love you.
viewable during Extra Life next Saturday in a game I'm running.
Oh my goodness.
Now, one I haven't shouted out before, and that might have been my mistake because I may should have done it earlier, but I don't know, so we're going to go extra enthusiastic on this one. Rico!
Ooh, love you, love you, love you.
And then all right, Gamer Lives.
Gamer Lives.
Gamer Lives with a
I love
3 and a
you.
1 and 1 and 3 and Gamer
And
Lives.
last but not least, I don't know how you say this one in English. Is it Deborah or Deborah?
Deborah?
Deborah.
I love
If
you.
I get your name wrong, send me a DM. I'll read it sometimes in 2020 and send you an excuse. All right.
She speaks 4 languages.
Oh no,
It's
I
fine.
lost my card.
Did I get that count right?
I know.
Look, as soon as you learn enough languages, it all gets a little muddled. Okay, I'm working on things. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
Can't be trusted. I'm gonna put my cards away.
I mean, you may need them at some point. I think you threatened to red card me murdering the child, so keep him close.
Oh, don't you dare! I will leave this call. No, I'm kidding.
I will green card.
Okay. So I want to take a short rest. Out of game. I think we need it. I want it.
So, out of game, Graham is taking a short rest. Or in
How long
or,
is a
or-
short
or
rest? Is it
in
1
game,
hour?
Sam's
It's like
taking
1
a
hour.
short rest.
Oh my god. Kai can sleep as a snake and still be a snake when they wake up
I mean, you
for the
could.
first time. Sorry.
But out of game, do you all agree with that? That
Pris
We
would
may
also
be-
like to take a short rest.
okay.
And by short rest, she means I'm resting and also probably reading. That's resting.
If you're a librarian, I would count that as restful, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That would be
you're
great.
chilling amid this quarry. The smell is quite interesting because Sam is burning a large number of bones.
Did they have any items on them, or did they have, like, while I was sorting through the bones and organizing them? Sorry, I should have asked ahead of time, but...
Yeah, no, it's bits of fabric and leather, but everything that was any kind of metal has been completely eaten by
That is fair.
those adorable little rust monsters you met.
That's fair. I just wanted to check.
Is the mine entrance close by?
There's a few mine entrances, mainly looking roughly like this.
Do you want me to wait until the short rest is up to roll HP, or do you want me to do that at the beginning? Anik.
You can do it at the beginning, it's fine.
Okay.
Nothing will disturb your peace unless Welby does something dumb. I will always keep that as a qualifier.
Fair.
Very true.
Welby doesn't have the mushrooms, so it's fine.
That we know of.
Corruption. There's
No.
double bull. No, that isn't the corruption. No, please keep going.
Welby's gonna go up to the nearest mine entrance and start whispering. He's like, is anybody here?
Okay. You get... Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Oh no, cat, you bad luck.
How dare you accuse the cats of this?
Well, he was sitting in a dice tray.
Okay, fair. Never mind. I retract my indignation.
Perception, that's a 9.
A 9. So as you whisper, you hear all these echoes, and at some point your own voice seems to echo back to you, but it doesn't say what you were saying. It just says, "That was great. Do more." And it has sort of a hiss or a lisp to it.
He turn back and hey guys, I think there's someone in the mine shaft.
Is it a Marin?
What does a Marin sound like?
Well, as far as we know, they were a kid.
I don't think.
Can we hear them calling out?
No, you hear nothing.
Ask them who they are, Welby.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm your best friend.
They said they're a friend.
What's their name?
They didn't say.
That's why you should ask them.
Do you have a name?
Oh, dear Welby, I have so many names, and I will tell you none of them.
They said they have too many names.
I see. Oh gosh. Do you still have that spell on, right? The comprehend languages?
I'm gonna say no, and it might have passed by now.
Also,
I don't
you
know how
took
long it lasts.
No, you took a short rest. His
Okay.
spell would have faded by now.
Okay, and I can't hear this voice. Is the voice coming from inside the cave, Welby?
Yes.
Can you ask it what it wants?
I said it wants more.
More what?
What did you want more of?
Oh, Welby, you know perfectly well. We have a deal. Now run along and go play.
Says
I'll
it
come
want-
see you soon.
It says it wants more play.
More play? Did it say anything else? More play?
More play. That they'll see me soon? I mean, it sounds like something
I'll
a
see
friend
you
would
always. I see you always, Welby. You're doing well for someone so new to this. Run along. Don't linger here.
think that's true, but I'll be your friend. Okay, I'll go. I'll go rejoin the group.
Alright. Welby rejoins the group.
How does Welby look?
No different than before his conversation at the mine entrance. Fabulous wings, pink leather armor, rainbow-colored hair, hovering off the ground a little, covering everything in pixie dust.
Oh gosh, Welby, was that an imaginary friend, or is that someone you speak to often? None of you heard that, right?
No, and maybe this is something having. Maybe it has something to do with Welby's memory loss. Maybe the mushrooms did more than we thought.
Oh, it could have been the will-o-wisps, because they were also his friend.
I made friends with the will-o-wisps.
We made friends with the will-o-wisps. I mean, you were better friends with the will-o-wisps, but we danced together with them and made music for them.
We should do that.
It was
again.
really nice.
That sounds fun.
It was really fun. It could be the will-o-wisps. I don't remember them talking though. They didn't speak, they just sort of blinked.
The snake crawls over to the pitchfork and curls around the iron part. Looks like they want to convey something.
Iron. So this is an iron mine.
The snake then points to Welby.
Does the snake meat saying it wants you to pet him?
I know it. I'm so good at these things. I played this alone in my room when I was studying all the time. I run over to the bench that has the shavings of like the iron, where they were like making the materials.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amulets. I'm gonna take a pinch of that and I'm gonna sprinkle it on Welby.
Fair.
And Welby is gonna reach out and try to pet the snake.
Oh no!
Welby, no! Don't. That's Kai.
It wants me to. See, it's pointing its head at me.
Kai doesn't.
See?
That's a warning
it's
sound.
Talking to me.
Kai does not like to be touched. Really?
But it came to me.
I think Kai is trying to tell us something. Usually that's what's happening.
Can I mage hand to kind of put a hand in front of Kai and Welby, like an invisible hand?
So like the Big B's interposing hand. But,
yeah.
But as a cantrip.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Big B's tiny hand.
It's a 1 HP hand that's like, please don't hurt me.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Alright, so as
and the hand will
Welby's
just
little hand
swat
goes
and
out
move
to
things.
touch it, you get with a mage hand.
Wait, is Mage Hand visible?
Is it? That's a great
I
question.
think so, yeah.
I think it's.
I call this spell Samander's No Touch the Snack spell.
Mm-hmm.
A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within the range. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked container, door, store or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's spectral doesn't mean invisible, but it's kind of sort of see-through. Right, so Welby's hand gets smacked away from the snack.
I mean, it can't attack, so it's probably like a gentle.
Just for the mental image, this is not a normal. This is a giant snake that is as big as a medium creature.
I think
that is
we've
far more
already noticed
terrifying.
that Welby doesn't care about the size of the
Yeah,
animal
I just
you
wanted
turned
to-
into. He just wants to pet you.
Yeah,
Oh, bless
just
his
saying the
heart.
fangs are probably as long as his fingers.
And snakes can be pets.
I mean, I'm sure there's people who keep them as pets.
They can also be predators.
Yes.
They can also be Kai.
Yeah.
Also true.
Um,
All right.
Snake
So I
just
suppose-
shakes their head in frustration, uncurls from the pitchfork and just goes over, hesitates between Sam and Pris, and then slowly slides over to Sam.
I will lower a hand to the ground, so you can, like, if you want to, like, slither up.
You now have a giant snake scarf.
I'm so fabulous. And
We're not advertising snakeskin anything. Unless
Just
the snake is
snake
still
anything.
unless the snake is still wearing it.
Yeah.
Just
Sam, a la Britney Spears.
Yes. I think while we're here, it might be beneficial if we look inside the quarry a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm gonna go over to the boarded up area, and I'm gonna cast light inside. So I'm gonna, like, pick up a pebble, cast light on it, and then toss it in.
beautiful. I won't even make you roll to see that there's nothing in this quarry.
Nothing. No.
Well,
okay.
nothing you haven't found yet.
Okay. Any more bones?
No, most of them seem to have been ambushed out here.
Perfect. And is that the only entrance?
No, there were a few, but none of them. This was the only one that had looked like it had recently been entered by anyone at all.
Okay. How far down? Can I see, like, the end of where it went, or does it continue
No,
past my
again, they're
vision?
not so much going down as that they're going into this
Yeah,
mountain.
well, I meant, like, out of my vision for dark vision.
Yeah, no, even with your light and your vision, like, the tunnel continues past what you can see.
Okay. Do we want to go into the mine, go back to the city, I mean the town, or do we want... Okay. So, a few things. Since we last touched, people have clearly been here in the past month or so.
Right,
When
but we have a-
questioning the families, they said no one had been in the mine for a significantly longer portion of time. So somewhere, either they don't know that someone has been here, or they were lying to cover their tracks. Is it
Right.
possible that they're lying about the sickness? They did allude that there may have been a deal with devils or evil fae or spirits or something. Is it possible that they are trying to remake a bargain?
It sounds like something out of a fairy tale, but then so has most of this. I don't know. It all sounds entirely plausible. But there's no, other than the monsters we just fought, there hasn't been any signs of anything. If there's something here in the mines, we haven't found it.
Should we look
Not to
into
mention the
mine?
specters from last night.
Maybe we need
Yeah,
to
that
go-
was strange too.
Maybe we
Chris,
need to
do you
go
have a read-
inside the mine.
Oh. I like that idea.
What was that,
Welby.
Welby?
So maybe we need to go inside the mine. There's nothing out here.
I think that is a good idea.
Seems scary, but I
Well,
agree.
Welby, Pris,
Mhm.
do either of you know of any horror stories? Like haunted towns, haunted places?
There's one where the parents didn't feed the kids, but it ended happy because they found a house made of cookies.
I've read of ones that have appeared and disappeared and reappeared once every 100 years. I don't read a lot of horror stories. They're not my favorite. I know they. Somebody's been here and tried to hide it, which means that I feel like there's something still here to find.
Okay.
As much as I don't want to go deeper.
Do you want me to repair your armor before we go in?
I can do that actually. I think I'll cast mending on the little spots. Although I probably won't fix the logo insignia on the armor. I think I'll just leave it at.
Avine is disappointed in you. You can feel it from a mile away.
All right. I still have some spells left. Pris, can I touch the staff real quick?
Oh, yes. Actually, if you would like, you can have it back. It was heavier than I expected, and I don't know that I'm going to make much use of it.
Sure. I'll take the staff back, and I'm gonna cast light on the tip of the staff. And who would like to go in first? Who's feeling awfully brave and adventurous?
I can.
Brave and adventurous.
All right, Welby, you can lead the pack.
Yay.
Hi. None of us can understand you. If you want to speak, you need to use your words.
What's that? Mowgli fell down the well?
Okay, follow me.
Agitated snake movement.
Welby's gonna start.
As I
skipping.
walk, I want to extend my
Hang on.
staff.
Welby
sorry,
was
Welby.
doing something.
No, Welby is skipping towards the entrance of the mine.
Alright, as you're merrily skipping towards this entrance, you hear this exasperated, "Oh, I told you not to linger here. It's so dull. Go somewhere more entertaining already." Only Welby hears this. Where do you currently have your storybook, Welby?
Allow me.
Yeah, at this point, since I'd probably be holding it.
Alright, Pris, can you make me a perception check?
Hey.
I am not Welby's. Well, actually, it's kind of.
I'm going to use one of my rerolls on that check.
Alright.
A little better. Perception is that's a 13.
A 13. So as Welby is happily skipping towards this mine, and as he hears this voice, he very briefly, almost subconsciously, falters a little, which Pris picks up on. And as you notice this, you see at the back of Welby's storybook, it had this silver, like embossed bird on it. That little bird's beak is moving a little.
Welby,
Yeah.
is everything okay? Also,
Oh no.
Can I look at your book for just a moment? Can I borrow it?
You gonna give it back?
Of course I'll give it back. I thought I saw something.
Just don't lose it. And my friend says we shouldn't go into the mine.
Your friend, the one who was talking to you earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Great. I would like if Welby hands the book over, I would like to sort of investigate it and take a look at the bird specifically.
It is a book that is clearly being used as a form of arcane focus. The bird is a beautiful piece of craftsmanship and is an unmoving, embossed, lightly silvered emblem on this storybook.
I don't know who or what you are, but, if you hurt my friend Welby, well, I can't say that I'm very powerful, but I promise you will regret it. Okay? Okay.
Oh, that's adorable. He just needs to keep up his end of the deal, my darling. I'd never hurt him as long as he behaves.
This is a voice that is talking to me now.
It is.
His end of the bargain? Is this about that paper he signed?
Well, yes, of course it is. I mean, he doesn't remember it. It only makes it funnier, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think it's very funny, first of all.
Well, we
Second
can't
of
all
all-
have a sophisticated sense of humor. It's fine.
Excuse me, I may be coming from a small town, but I have read a lot in my time. Who are you?
Sweetheart, if I haven't even told him who I am, why would I give you any kind of information? Now, give my little pet his book back and carry on. I have other places to be.
Well, just remember what I said. Be nice to Welby. I give Welby the book back. Well, I don't think I learned anything, but except that you have, I don't know what kind of a paper you signed, Welby, but I'd be very careful.
I don't know. It was just for seeds. So
I know,
it's a good deal.
but I don't know if it was.
No, it really was. Didn't you see those giant plants?
Right. The giant plants that, yeah. Oh, I saw them. I think we should. I know they don't want you to go into the mine, but I think we have to. We're not going to find anything out about these children or about what's affecting them or what these people have been up to if we don't.
Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't lead then.
I mean, Kai and I can lead the way, then? Would that be alright, Welby?
Sure.
So, as I'm walking, I want to extend my staff so Kai can, like, go around the staff so we have an extra 10 feet reach and I can
Oh,
pull
yes.
him back. Like, pull
Go
him
full
back!
Hermes on this shit.
Yes!
I'm gonna be lookout.
This is not even our final form.
Final form comes with one
So we
shot.
have 10 feet reach on this quarterstaff now, and it does poison
Ooh,
damage.
Beautiful.
And piercing damage.
Provided you hit anything. So, you're all heading into this dilapidated, creepy, dark mine shaft. I'll point out that this right turn into horror isn't my doing, it is entirely your own. But in the interest of time and, frankly, my sanity, I'm willing to summarize this excursion with you waste a lot of time in this quarry and you find fuck all.
Great.
Fantastic! Wow!
Shit.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I guess we go back to town.
Look, I would have loved to let you roleplay the whole fucking thing, but god damn it, you've taken 4 sessions on this module already.
You should never have included a mine.
Or so next step is we're gonna go back and demand some answers.
Yeah.
I suppose that seems like the most reasonable one. I think before we do that, we need to be prepared to assume that someone will fight us.
We should ask the Will-o'-the-Wisps again.
It's not
that
a
is a
fucking
possibility.
wisps.
What?
Which one asked?
What did you say, Kai?
It's not the fucking will-o'-wisps. We've seen what they can do. And they don't want to do shit.
But they're friendly.
They are friendly, but they're...
Shut up to you, everything's friendly.
What's wrong with being friendly?
Well, sometimes people stab you.
I mean, so far I think you've hurt me more than all the other things here. I remember you bit me.
Kind of true.
Or I was told you bit
Well?
me.
Although those monsters did try to hurt me. I mean, they were monsters, though.
Yeah. This guy
Maybe
else-
I'd hurt you less if you weren't trying to sabotage us from within.
What?
Got enough to do with fighting monsters and all the other shit. I don't need to be worrying about you trying to not do your stuff. If we're gonna be fighting ghosts and crazy villagers and sicknesses and shit, we don't need you trying to talk to something that, I don't know, just can't be talked with, or that wants to kill you, or that obviously has no common sense whatsoever.
But maybe you don't have
Because
to
that
fight
shit
it.
kills us if you go.
Maybe it's only tried to
Well-
kill you because you were trying to fight it.
Well, that's how it goes. Something fights you, it dies.
To be fair,
Sometimes,
the thing that's talking to Welby did mention that we shouldn't have been looking at the mine. Maybe they were right. Which is weird. A talking bird book should not be read about things, I feel like.
it's
I mean,
not
I
one of
trust
those
books, but not
proverbs.
when they talk to you. It was very strange.
Alright, well, if we can stop being at each other's throats for a moment. I think... No, you know I don't disagree. But right now, we are all on the same team. Each one of us may lose our life like all of them, and I point to, like, where the ashes are, and, like, numerous others. We need to think together to have a plan. We can't assume that we trust anyone, except for us. We know that the dead are not moving on. We know that people have been lured to death on the road. They have left the town, but then those ghosts in their houses? I don't understand why a ghost would haunt a house if they left willingly, unless they were killed. And leaving the town was simply a convenient lie. So what other information do we have of things we need to check out before we go there? The temple, we've been to the inn, we've checked out the families that are still here. Pris, can you think of anything? Or Welby, or Kai?
I mean, the elk said there was like screaming all around.
I still want to talk to the will-o'-wisps.
And where are the will-o'-wisps?
They're everywhere.
That's true. When I was a snake, I saw a few of them. Did you know that snakes can like see shit that's invisible?
And they?
I did not
Yeah,
know
they
that.
can.
So,
Huh.
as your loving, kind, and benevolent DM, I'll reiterate something that apparently didn't make it into anyone's notes. In addition to the quarry and the temple, the lights were also seen concentrating in the swamp and hang on. Duke von Elkington III didn't only mention screaming, He also mentioned there was something weird about the alligators in the swamp. Not that I'm trying
the
to deliberately
alligators.
guide you anywhere.
In
I'm just
our
saying,
defense,
apparently some of the notes got lost.
In our
I
defense,
did not catch that.
only one of us was in that conversation.
Everyone was there for me telling you the lights were also in the swamp. But
That's
yes,
true.
the alligator thing went straight to Kai. True. Very true.
I'm
I
above
did
my
write
head.
about the alligators. That is in my
Alligators in a
notes.
swamp, obviously, yeah. Duh.
Oh, but the fucked up alligators in the swamp.
Yes, I did actually get the fucked up alligators and then swamp in my notes. There's also the weird alligators.
I feel like, do you know
I was
that
just
picture
about to say
where you
that.
have this cute little anime girl with this giant spiked bat and it just says Clue Bat on it?
Make it happen. Alright.
Did someone tip to name it?
The
So
alligator.
So I suppose we go to the swamp,
Seems not an idea.
and we
I
assume
mean,
that...
before we attack our villagers.
Can you turn into an alligator?
I've no idea. Going to offend a lot of people by looking up the stats for crocodile.
So,
I can!
great. I'm going to try and not hit you if I'm hitting them.
Why
If
would
we
I
get
turn
attacked.
into an alligator there?
I don't know. I don't know how you transform at all, or how I use magic to begin with.
I mean, okay, fine, but hear me out. I can talk to animals.
I like that idea much better, actually.
Yeah. But there's a situation where you can talk. Because it's animals. Like, animals don't do funny shit.
Alright, all in favor of Kai being team leader for this part of the mission? Me.
Okay.
Mate,
The motion passes. Lead the way.
was that?
Kai's territory. I'm still walking around in high heels, so
And I know it's not a big
Yo,
thing,
what?
but I'm kind of afraid of crocodiles.
I mean it's like an inch and a half. It's not much.
That's
Don't worry.
alligator's something different there.
Maybe to you.
Well, anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. How
Yeah, let's
how
go.
far away is the swamp?
You know, now that you ask, it's really not that far. But it is getting pretty late, considering I already told you that you spend hours in mine shafts for no good reason.
We took a
So-
short rest. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we started early in the day.
Half hours worth walk before you get into the swamp proper, like where the lights are actually congregating rather than, but you can like follow the line of lights into the swamp.
So, as we're walking into the swamp,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the reason why Kai should probably not have the leadership, because they are about subtle as a brick through the head, or it needs clues. Oi, alligators, come out!
Alright. So, you're walking into the swamp. You're being led by this trail of floating lights. The swamp is northwest, so I'm assuming you're not, like, going back into town, but rather just cutting across. It's actually a little warmer here. Pretty humid. For those of you who aren't used to wearing leather armor or armor, it's getting, like, a little icky under there. There's a fair amount of insects chirping. You don't see anything bigger than that. Definitely no elk. And as Kai lays down this challenge, you hear the sound of jaws snapping together and water splashing as a crocodile leaps out of the water in front of you, snapping at some of the floating lights, actually.
Hello there. I've got a few questions if you don't mind.
He continues to snap away at the lights in the air.
Oi, mate, over here. Oh, God damn it. Somebody have something to eat or something.
Not really. I could
There's
maybe
mush-
try and put it to sleep,
there's
but
mushrooms.
it didn't work so well the last time.
But why do you want to put it to sleep? I want to talk to it.
Oh, that. Then no, I have nothing. actually.
Ah, shit. So, Robbie, you said something?
I do have one ration left.
And you have the mushrooms.
I'm not going to give it the mushrooms.
We don't want to poison the crocodile. Alligator, sorry.
Do you want me to throw my last ration at it?
No, maybe not at it, just
Towards
kind
it?
of towards it. Yeah, actually, give it to me. I'm gonna try the thing while I do the thing. And thank you. They're just gonna hold out the ration pack towards the alligator, and be like, hello, got something to eat here.
Okay. It continues to snap at the will-o-wisps.
Oh,
It's
fuck you too.
It's getting darker again, and the will-o-wisps are more defined. There's 4 of them hanging around this crocodile, and as it's snapping at them, you see the will-o-wisps like dart down and sort of. You're not quite sure, like interact with the skin of this crocodile as it's in the water.
Are they hurting it?
It does
Good
look a
question.
little hurt, yes.
Oh, so the wisps are attacking the crocodile. Are there any bones or remains of any individuals like floating in the water or like in the swamp that we can see?
Nothing floating on the surface, but it's definitely further in the water gets deeper. So there might be, but you can't see any from where you are right now.
I would like very much to use thaumaturgy to sort of project my voice and yell at the will-o-wisps and knock it off.
Okay. Roll me persuasion.
Uh-huh. You know what? Let's use another reroll for that. We're gonna
People
stop
are
hoarding
buying
them.
them for you anyway. You might as well. Hoarder.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh no.
Well, so that's a 12.
A 12.
Yep.
The undead seem unimpressed.
Oh boy, I didn't want to have to do this.
Can't believe Welby was actually right. Oh, what was
I
it
don't know,
Welby?
well-
No,
Someone
it was
said the
definitely
will-o-wisp
Welby.
were- Oh, okay.
I mean,
Welby
technically
can be
the
very
elk was
smart.
right.
Why wouldn't I be right?
Mhm.
I mean, I make
Many
good
reasons.
decisions.
Well, Welby, do you want to try talking to your friends?
Uh,
Or
That's a
do you
good
want
idea.
me to make them run away?
I'll try talking to them.
Okay. Don't go too close to the alligator.
Okay.
Crocodile.
So,
Alligator.
I mean, it's large and
Okay.
scaly and it's trying to eat shit. I'm not sure Sam even knows the difference between an alligator and a crocodile at this point.
so well, we'll.
One of them, their teeth goes this way, and the other one of their teeth goes this way. I don't know. Like an underbite versus an overbite. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, go ahead, talk to them. Sorry.
Well, we will walk close enough where they can talk to the will-o-wisps, and not close enough where he can get bit by the alligator.
All right.
And he's like, hi, I don't know if I talked to you, but apparently I talked to the ones over in the graveyard, and apparently we're friends, so maybe we can be friends too. Is everything okay here? I think the other ones used a 1 for yes, 2 for no blink thingy. To
Okay, so as you're talking to them, they dart down onto the crocodile one last time. And I actually rolled 2 crits for them. And they just... They light up brighter than you've ever seen one of the will-o-wisps light up before. As it just sort of sucks the life out of this alligator. The alligator turns into this like dried husk as splashes down into the water. and the will-o-wisps, they're blobs of light. They don't have a front or a back, but you can feel that they're turning towards you. And I'll take initiative.
Ah!
The 13.
I'm gonna use a reroll on this, no matter what my result is for the first one. Hey, nat 20!
Very nice.
And a
I
4.
rolled a d12 because it's just as big as the d20. That's the one downside of these obsidian die. The d12 is ridiculously large.
It's very large, yes.
It's so big. Oh my god, they have insane amounts of dexterity.
How dare they be so dexterous? If they had been that dexterous in life, they wouldn't have died.
But look, seriously, the d12 is like as big as the d20.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So I keep grabbing the wrong one. So I'm gonna banish this one to the back of the box.
That's one big d20.
Oh,
D12.
that's very, very big d12. But I've been informed by numerous people on several occasions that it's not the size that matters. Apparently my dogs disagree with this for some reason. I'm not sure what their particular problem with that statement is, and I'm not going to ask them. Anyone else over 20? Or just me?
I have a 20.
Nope.
Exactly 20. Beautiful. 20 to 15.
17.
Nice.
19.
Ooh.
I don't know why we're wooing this. He's just gonna stand there and ask them to be their friend.
Yes.
Be my friend!
And Kai had a 13, right? No rerolls?
That is correct.
Alrighty. So my will-o-wisps, with their perfect fly speed of 50,
God.
are gonna come make friends with you. But, you know,
Cool.
No
slightly,
thanks.
slightly different definition of friends. So I have 4 wisps and 4 adventurers. So we'll just be nice and give you 1 each. So I'm just glad you have rerolls because they all have consume life.
Cute.
One of those. I used mine.
So as a bonus action, my will-o-wisp can target 1 creature it can see that has 0 hit points and is still alive. So we're gonna have to knock you down a little bit first. So we're just gonna start with knocking you down a little first. We'll just give you 1 each. That seems fair. Pris, you're the bright blue die because of your armor. Alrighty. So, I think I'm gonna hit most of you, but probably not all of you. It's a melee spell attack. They all hover to get closer to you. I'll roll disadvantage for Grimes, because he's gonna use his reaction. Which actually doesn't make too much of a difference. It makes it a 14.
So close. Yeah, that hits me.
That hits you. Okay, great. And then that was actually my worst roll, so I'm pretty sure everyone's at least moderately fucked. Pris, that's an 18.
Yeah.
Kai, that's a 23.
That doesn't hit, actually.
As a snake, or just magic,
it does
just
hit.
lying to me?
I'm just lying to you.
I've kind of figured, I already have the d8s for your damage anyway. And a dirty 20 for well-being. Alright. We'll do it in order. Sam! Whew, that's a lot of damage. 10 damage.
Ouch.
Lightning, if it matters. I don't know if anyone has any kind of resistances or other cool stuff.
Not to lightning.
They can't make me charmed or be asleep, and their personality's not very charming.
True. Alright. Who did I say next again? Kai, I think. 5 lightning damage. Pris. No, Welby, 4 lightning damage. And Pris. Oh god, I keep rolling so well when I try to hurt you. 12 lightning damage.
Oh!
Oh no.
Why?
Because we are adventurers, that's why.
I mean, it's true. That completes their turn, which means it's Sam's turn.
Hey, can they all make me a wisdom saving throw and every other asshole will-o-wisp in like 30 feet of me? Or it might be 60 feet. Let me double check.
All right, so I have.
Oh, it's 30 feet.
I already have a natural 1 and a natural 2.
Nice. So it's a DC 14, and they can run away max speed for a whole minute.
Great. I have a 13.
Still fails.
But the one that's on Welby gets a 18.
Okay, so every other one can leave and, never come back.
The last part's unlikely, but they'll run for now.
So they need to move their max speed for a whole minute.
A
So
whole...
that's 10 whole turns. They'll never find me.
All right.
Just pull a scar. Run.
Yeah, I think Sam just says, I've had a shitty day and I want you all to leave me alone! And then just like a burst of light just comes from him.
Beautiful.
And then I'll bonus action heal myself.
Nice. Welby.
Right. Bobby's gonna be like, I don't think these ones want to be friends. I think they're actually pretty scary, and is going to cast protection from good and evil on themselves.
I mean, they are tiny, undead, chaotic, evil beings. That's gonna work.
I think that's all I can do. Aside from slowly backing away.
Slow. How far are you backing away?
Not far enough to induce a reaction.
Would you like to leave? I was about to say, would you like to leave my threatened range? Because you can leave my threatened range.
No, thank you.
All right, Chris.
All right. I would at this point, seeing some of the other ones flee after taking that huge hit. I glare at the one that's near Welby and start whispering, like, subtly in, like, also an infernal. Just this. And cast Dissonant Whispers. They're going to have to make a wisdom save.
It's a natural 19 for a 21.
Yeah. That, I believe, nothing, if it's successful. Oh, yeah, no, half damage. Great. Perfect. I can never remember which ones take half damage and which ones don't. Okay. Half of 11.
All right, we'll make that 5.
And that's, I believe, all I can do for my turn at the moment.
Okay. Kai.
I think I was just going to do the usual thing of becoming half a tree and lighting up their staff.
Beautiful.
That's it. I've described it often enough now.
I mean, I actually know what you mean, so you're describing it at least well enough. No movement, though? Just...
Is there one of them near me? Because I think one of them...
Ish. No, not really. It's in front of you because Welby was away from the group a little bit to get closer to the water. And the rest are...
Okay.
Well, actually, Kurt, there is one near you because they haven't started running yet because they run on their turn, right?
Right, but Kai has seen me do this thing, and I've explicitly told them when I did it last time with the Spectres to not hit them as they run away.
There is one directly in front of you, and you can hit it, but it will break turn undead. He did yell at you about this with the Spectres.
So there's just this pure rage flashing on their face, but the staff remains in their hand and not whacking the will-o-wisp with considerable willpower.
Takes some effort. That's fair.
A lot of effort.
All right. Bringing it back to my turn, 3 of the wisps are moving away at great speed. Let's see. Oh God. Wow. You're very lucky. I rolled this against my own creature and not against one of you, because I will describe this to you. As they are fleeing, like just flying away from you, just impressive speeds, one that is furthest away gets close to this little patch of roots from these watery mangrove trees. And as it passes by, another either alligator or crocodile, we're just gonna leave it in the middle there, sort of uses part of that tree to run and half jump up to this wisp that comes near it, rolls a natural 20, gets double 8s on the d8s, and just fucking murders this thing. Just that light just goes and is gone.
Quick, someone name them in chat. Because they're gonna be our new friend.
Your new best friend. I rolled max everything.
Fuck it, I'm going ranger now.
And it's just gone. The other two keep fleeing. And the one in front of Welby is gonna attack Welby one more time. Oh god, Eva's naming the alligator. I'm so scared.
At disadvantage.
I love this alligator.
I'm sure you do. I mean, I rolled so well for this alligator. The attack on Welby is a 6.
It misses.
Which I think misses. And cheers for Eduardo the alligator, who may be a crocodile, because no one can tell the difference in this party.
Including the DM.
I mean, I know what their stats are. I don't know if that's what they actually are. I don't like to label things that explicitly. I'm so annoyed I missed you. It is what it is. Sam!
Hi, I'm gonna upcast Guiding Bolt on the one that's right near Welby, because I am not going to have disadvantage because I'm not standing near it.
Alright.
Does a 24 hit? I think I have no, 22. I think I have a +6. Yeah, 22.
22 hits.
Nice. So that's 5d6 radiant damage.
Nice. That is one of the things I'm not immune to. Well done.
Okay. 11, 14, 17, 20 damage, and the next attack on it has advantage.
I unlive.
Why don't I always play clerics?
I look fairly. It looks a little bit roughed up, though. But it remains. Obi.
Yes, Welby is going to be like, go away, and cast a Word of Radiance on it. So that's to do a con save of 14.
Con save. That is a 14 plus 0.
So what does that mean?
That meets beats, so I beat your DC.
Okay. So that means nothing happens?
That depends on what your spell says.
Says must succeed or take 1d6 radiant.
Yeah, in that case I take nothing.
Okay.
There's also spells where it says if they succeed they still take half, but in this case it's either nothing or the 1d6. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Well, that's all I'm doing.
I'm just so happy you're casting spells. Me and your patron, honestly. Chris.
Oh, golly. Sorry, the one that's been bugging Welby is still going?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
I mean, it's on its last metaphorical legs, but it's definitely it's not letting up.
Right, no, that's fair. That's 100% fair. That said, you know what? I'm not feeling super, super great, so I may just, and it looks like it's fine. All of my friends are much stronger than I am, so I'm going to also cast Cure Wounds again on myself. Just first level.
Just to make sure, you know?
Just in
Fair.
case. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, great. So for 5 hit points, that back. That's
At least it's still 5 hit points.
so I'm not about to die.
I like how I can tell Graham is reading his spells because his face just goes completely blank because the page is so white.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to move? Do you want to hop on one foot and worship the moon? Are you done with your turn?
Hey, I am going to go back to hiding. Well, I am going to move as far back away from the wisps as possible.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Kai.
I am very sorry, but could you give me a quick overview of the combat situation? Because there are wisps who've been running, and I
Yes.
have not noticed which
Okay.
ones.
So, in front of you is a wisp looking terrible.
That's actually all the information I need, thank you.
Welby is between
I
you
will-
and that wisp. Of course, Welby is small, so you can see it fairly easily because it's hovering. There were other wisps. 2 of them are still running. 1 of them got murder death by Eduardo the reptile. I'm bailing out on that one. Screw it.
Yeah, so Kai just barrels through Welby's space. I don't know if they could swipe over Welby's head, but they won't, even if they can. Just goes right up in the will-o-wisp's grill, and just starts
You see
smacking
these
the
little
hell out
blinged
of
out
it.
teeth?
Yeah. That is a natural 20.
Beautiful.
That's very poetic. I'm gonna double the dice. That's 10 plus 3, 13 bludgeoning damage, magical.
Magical. God damn it. Then you actually make it all the way through with all of your damage.
Fuck you.
Do you want? Is that exactly how you murder this poor will-o-wisp?
Of course it is.
Again,
This poor
keeping.
life-draining will.
I mean, you say murder, I say self-defense.
Also-
The
They're
way it looks,
also
it's not
already dead.
self-defense.
All right. Kidding aside, you just say "fuck you," and it poofs out. However, unlike the other wisps, when they poofed out, that was it. In this case, as you disperse this little ball of light, you actually see it sort of half go beneath the surface of the water and illuminate sort of a humanoid shape before blinking out.
I'm going to jump in the water and try and grab that humanoid's shape.
All right.
I'm going to help Sam.
Because that's what the adventurers do!
That might be the person we're looking for.
As you
we
wade
come
into
back?
the water towards this humanoid shape, you find the body of a young boy. There's other bones, but this one is still fairly intact. He's got these clothes on that are just waterlogged, seem to have been nibbled on by fish. He's wearing some bracelets and a pendant.
Do I recognize the pendant?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm so great at these as a wizard.
I mean, as a wizard, these are right in your wheelhouse. This is your moment. This is your thing.
So, what's my Arcana? A 2. So it's a 21? 19 plus 2.
Not bad. The pendant glows a little bit, and there are runes described scribed into it that have necromantic leanings.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that off the boy's body and put that in the dangerous pouch of things that I've taken that I haven't figured out what they do yet.
Fair.
Now that it is devoid of the cherry blossom, because I burned it.
You see the same runes on those bracelets, by the way, in case those don't glow, but they have the same runes, depending
so
on
I would
why you
take-
wanna.
Yeah, I would pocket all of those in the same pouch.
Alright.
Not touching my person, though.
Okay.
And I would pick up the body, and I would probably try. I'd wait to get them onto drier land towards my companions. Kai, can you take this?
Yeah, if I can hold him.
And I'm gonna go back for the other bones and.
Yeah. Actually,
also-
if you just want to hold him, I can do that far easier than you can.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe see if there's any more of those glowy pendant things too.
Yes. I'm going to. Are there any rocks near me?
In the water, there's a number of rocks.
Okay, yeah. I would grab. I don't know how many times I can have light up as a cantrip.
I think you can have one active, and once you cast another one, the old one sort of.
Okay. So I would like to just light up the water at various intervals for Kai, so that like in a 20-foot sphere, kind of.
Yep.
We can see everything.
You find a fairly large collection of bones. Most of them have very clear, large reptile-shaped teeth marks. Bits of clothing. No, other than the body you pulled out, nothing that still has any flesh on it. But a fair amount of bones.
How far away are we from town?
We went fairly far into the swamp to get here. A few miles at least.
Okay. Are there any structures or anything that would stand out this far in the swamp that this kid could have been heading towards or anything?
You see nothing resembling a structure.
Okay, so once we've gathered all these bones, and before the will-o-wisps get back, because I don't want them coming back.
I mean, that's fair.
Would all of you help me do the ritual as we put them to rest?
Of course.
Yeah.
And so I will just do what I did with the bodies in the quarry. I'm gonna keep the young boy's body because that can still kind of be interred.
Can you roll me either medicine or survival as you're
Sure.
checking out this body?
Yeah. I'll do medicine. That is a 17.
17. Okay, so the clothing all looks like it's been in the water for at least a month. The body is much better preserved than the clothes are. Thank you, Ren, for hydrating us.
Aw, thank you, friend. Is the boy actually dead? Is my next question. Or are they in like that extended stasis that the other children seem to have been afflicted by?
He is all the way dead.
Okay.
Kai, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Oh, good.
I can do that. That is a 15.
Right, and you're in your humanoid form. Nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing going on. I mean, if it's smell or hearing.
No, it's not.
Bad.
Not that.
Yeah.
As Sam is bent over this body, and Pris and Welby are. I'm assuming Pris is helping Sam. God knows what Welby is doing. We're just not even.
Welby's probably casting prestidigitation on the bodies again.
There you go. Trying to get everything a little settled to do. I'm assuming you're going to do the ritual again. Nothing here is going to burn. That like to state that up front, but you can definitely do all the rituals again and help them. Hopefully, help them pass on. And you're looking at your friends doing all of this. And you feel this sort of wrenching sensation like within you. Like when you're missing the top step of a staircase. When you think there's another step and there isn't, and you have this moment of something's not right, and then it hits and you're fine again. But the feeling that it's fine again doesn't come. And as you look around, there's bits of the fog that are lifting, and it's very clearly night now. You've been at this for hours. And as you look up and you look at the night sky, very familiar to you normally, you see the moon. And the moon isn't quite right. The moon's a lot fuller than it's supposed to be. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Oh.
Thank you, Eva, for making
there
my
it is.
player's life a little harder.
Eva.
I know what the
Eva.
corruption is. Oh no.
Oh, the
no.
one day I don't take hold person.
It's just the moon.
It's just a moon.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you all for playing with me and for watching us do all of this and for hanging in there with us. We'll quickly go around and say who we are and what we do and where you can find us and what our favorite part of today's game was. And we'll see how all this turns out next week. I'm very excited. Graham, do you want to go first?
No, I want to go last.
All
No,
right,
I'm kidding.
Swamper.
I'll go first. Oh, I'm being called. I'll go
in that
last.
case, Swamper.
That was a roller coaster. Hello, my name is Swapper. I'm playing Kai, who's in a lot of trouble, and I thank Eva for that. You can also find me on Twitter under @GreatSimplicity, and you can find me not only on the 7th of November doing a Lorem Ipsum talk show with Anik, where we will snark the shit out of our self-designed one-shots in different systems. We're going to have guests, namely. Haven't we revealed them yet? Can we do that? I think we did.
I think we can. I already did it once or twice. Definitely just
Okay.
throw it out there.
One of them is sitting here. It's the lovely Graham, and the other one is Persephiroth from Sephi from Fast Times D&D, and it will be an absolutely lovely Snarkfest. Now, normally I would simply stop and say that I am here on Wednesday playing Uncaged, but I do have something coming up. On November 14th, and on every first and second Saturday thereafter, of the month that is, you can find me on at Eva Serate's channel, playing, GMing City of Shadows, a long-term urban campaign, with a lovely guest of characters. Oh, cast, not guest. Apart from that, I'm doing nothing.
Alright.
My favourite moment of the session, I forgot. I mean, selfishly, the fucking moon reveal. Come on. But then again, I just kind of liked Welby in total in this session. I know I, as Kai, gave him a lot of shit, but there's been something interesting going on here. Something very interesting.
Also, apparently it's the 2nd and 4th Saturday? Eva's
Second and fourth?
Since apparently
That
you're
is
on her
correct.
channel, maybe she knows the schedule a little better.
Oh no,
than
she does know far better than I do. I wanted to pull it up, but someone took me, chose me before I could pull it up. So I was just guessing.
I'd say sorry, but that would be such a big lie. I'm not lying to.
Yeah, you aren't.
Lady Dame.
Thank you, Eva.
Hi, I'm Lady Dame. I played Pris. You can find me at the Lady Dame pretty much everywhere that's important, aka Twitch and the Twitter. And let's see, I stream on my own channel Sunday through Tuesday, read classic novels. Fridays I am playing Arcade Spirits because it's a visual novel for Novel November, and then Saturdays minus this upcoming Saturday, I will be reading smutty fan fiction, and I will have guests on that channel. It's going to be a good time. I'm also here on Wednesdays. I'm also here this Saturday on the Extra Life for our 24-hour stream. I posted the schedule for that recently. I'll be in Anik's one-shot that kicks off the Extra Life. That's at 12 p.m. Central Time, or 12 a.m. sorry, Central Time. It's gonna be totally great, where we try and hunt down a corgi who has a very interesting magical item. I'm also going to be in the talk show, the Find Your Voice talk show. That's at 1:30 Central. I finally know what time that is, apparently, where we discuss how to find your character voices and how to play with your voice to give yourself some more range if you're interested in bringing some extra life to your characters. Haha. I'm also going to be in a podcast that's coming out January 3rd called The Watch of Black Glass. That's going to be a good time. It's emotional and it's going to be great. My favorite part of the session was the warlock. I mean, the conversation between Welby and his patron / also just the delightfully creepy horror elements that somehow managed to sneak into a neat game. It's so weird and strange.
I don't know how those got in there. I'm very sorry. See, I said sorry in a language that I know. See, Eva, I can do it. Wild.
Yes, hello, I'm Wild Engineer, at Wild Engineer on Twitch and Twitter. Yeah, for now, right here is the only place you can find me. Not really doing anything else at the moment. So my favorite moment was, I mean, aside from being encouraged by my patron to do warlock stuff, I'll just say that. Swapper not, or yeah, Kai not letting me pet them as a snake. It was happy sad.
All right. Thank you very much. I think he's off the phone. Graham!
Hi everybody, I love you, and I'm Graham, or Graham Crackers. You can find me on my Twitch channel every Friday playing Gaheris Nerthos, a Tiefling Paladin, Oath of Conquest, in the Goldshine Investigations on Twitch.tv/Graham Crackers. You can find, and that is 8 p.m. to 12 or midnight Eastern Standard. You can find me every Wednesday here on this show, Uncaged Anthology, DM'd by the wonderful Anik. You can also find me during Extra Life, where I will be, as most people said, I will be a guest star on the talk show, hosted by Swapper and Anik. You can find me playing Malianway, Tathra in the Floofy Outlaws, and you can find me DMing Down the Rabbit Hole, a Wonderland-inspired one-shot for 14th level adventurers. Outside of that, I'm doing nothing, so if you have projects and you need me, you know where to find me, right here on Wednesdays. My favorite part, though, was 100% seeing that tree. What was it doing here? Are we haunted now? I don't know. I just know I got real scared real fast.
I mean, those things happen. All right. My name is Anik. You can find me on Twitter at Anikster. I'm here every Wednesday, clue betting these adorable idiots towards what I thought was a perfectly obvious plotline, but alas, more stringent measures were required. It's been mentioned, Death Zone Corgi on midnight for Extra Life. The interesting magical item I will reveal is a deck of many things. My actual physical deck came in the mail this week. And if you donate, I draw cards from the deck to use on players. So come and create chaos with me. Lorem Ipsum, again, Sephi, Graham are going to be the guests of Swapper and me. So I came up with our incentives for donating for that talk show, and I regret them deeply, because if you donate money to us, we have to stay on topic for a certain amount of time. It's going to be absolutely terrible for all of us.
I would like to at least yellow card that.
It's for charity. We're helping children. We're gonna suffer and we're gonna like it. So join us for that. It'll be great fun. Other than that, I'm kind of like, I clearly need to talk to Graham because I also have nothing else. Like, maybe, Carla? I do want to run Still the Nacht soon because I love horror games, in case that was completely unobvious to anyone watching this. Maybe some more 10 Candles. I have so many systems I want to run in so many places. I'm going to have to start making actual plans, which sounds way too grown up for any of this. But I shall. Thank you, Eva, for that corruption. The moon thing was indeed the corruption that was bought. I love it so much. I'm very excited. Kai's face at that reveal was one of my favorite parts. But I think my other favorite part was Pris, like, grabbing the book, assuming Welby has an imaginary friend, and suddenly having the voice of an archfey in her head. That was beautiful. I loved it. So yeah, join us again next week. See what happens. See if we ever make it out of this module.
Let's all multi-class into Druids of the Moon.
Everything Moon Circle. It'll be beautiful. Stay kind to each other. Stay sane. Hydrate. Pet pets that want to be petted. Love yourselves. Be good to each other. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, friends. Fare thee well.